Hey everybody, Roman versus with the Squashfest podcast and my co-host who's not here. So today daboiharm is running late. He's eventually going to be here, but in the interim, I decided to bring on a special guest co-host. Myself. It's the best co-host I've ever had. We're about to have some riveting conversation, some really great takes, and he's gonna kill me. These are the things that he has to deal with. But yeah, Smackdown. daboiharm's gonna come in here shortly, and he's gonna tell you how Smackdown was a fine show. You know, it was perfectly fine. Some great wrestling on it, some okay wrestling. Stories progressed. Fine show. It was fine. That's what he's going to say. He's lying. Flat out lying. This show was terrible. Saturday Night Main Event was terrible. Okay, maybe not terrible. It was that was a fine show, I guess. But he's going to come in here. He's going to try to sell you on a dream. See, I like to give you takes based in reality. Sure, they're my takes. Sure, you might have differing opinions. But at least my takes, right? My takes, you can trust. He be trying to sell you on a product that just does not exist. He's trying to sell you a show that did not happen. And that is my rant. That's all I have to say. Furthermore, nah. But yeah, let's cut into Smackdown. The reason why I'm doing this, or rather the main reason I'm doing this, is one, I'm bored, obviously, just waiting around for him to come and join us. But it's also for the fact that I wanted to practice a little bit and see it from his perspective, right? The way we do these shows is he gives us the play-by-play, and then we both comment on whatever. So I wanted to see what it's like. So I even pulled up the Bleacher Report review for Smackdown, and I'm going to run through it, and I'm going to see exactly what we have. See if I can do it. See if I can pull it off. See if I could do the play-by-play, once in a blue, and he just comments and gives his little rants on shows he swears is okay. I was looking at the Bleacher Report. I never realized that it's weird because I don't know which way I'm looking. So it's like I'm looking over here at myself, but then I'm looking over here at myself, but then I'm looking over here at the camera, then I'm looking over here at the camera, and it's just weird. But I like the Bleacher Report that I'm seeing right here. I don't know if this is generally what he uses. It tells you the last time a superstar was in action. So like, for instance, it's telling me how we started off the show, blah, 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 blah. These are the takeaways. And then it gives you Ilja Dragunov versus Nathan Frazier, right? So then it goes, last time in action, Dragunov defeated Aleister Black, which was the week prior. And then the Vision defeated Fraxium. So those are the last two times that they were seen on WWE TV. Specifically SmackDown, which I thought, if you've wondered where certain superstars, because like, for instance, what's that kid? He was on the show. Hold on, scrolling. Kit Wilson. There you go. So Kit Wilson, he's been used, if you notice, he's been used sporadically. So it's like he'll be used this week, and then 2 weeks or so, or 3 weeks will go by, and then they randomly use him again or whatever. So I thought it was pretty cool how they tell you how each star gets used last what exactly happened. I mean, it's not like a summary, but it's a quick synopsis. Hey, last time they were here, Fraxium was defeated by the Vision. Okay, cool. Which I didn't even remember that. The Vision. When were they on SmackDown? Clearly it happened. Clearly it happened at some point, but I don't even remember. And it says September 19th, which was not that long ago. It was like a month ago. Whatever. Stratton comes to the ring, called out Cargill. So how does he follow this? Because it's telling you the match, but even before the match, it's telling you like a quick thing. See, I could never follow this. I could never follow this in a way where I can keep you guys intrigued. Stratton came to the ring, called out Cargill for a fight. Nick Aldis came to the ring and said that the doctors haven't cleared her yet, blah, 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 blah. After breaking a few segments, Ilja Dragunov was set to put on the U.S. title. So we're clearly going to continue the U.S. Open Challenge. This week it was Nathan Frazier. I thought the match was pretty good. This guy, Nathan Frazier, is so good in the ring. He is so quick. Like ridiculously quick. Like he could be a single star, this guy. The other one, Axiom, don't get me wrong, he's good. But if I had to pick one of the two to push and to do their own thing, it would be Nathan Frazier. And that's just my opinion. What do you think? Oh, well, allow me to tell you what I believe. I believe you're absolutely right. Said daboiharm never. Because he's a hater. A massive hater. And he's going to come in here and he's going to have his little takes, and I really don't care. The point is I think that this was a pretty good match. They gave them time. They let them do their thing. They gave this match an A-. I'm going to give it to them. I think they ate with that grade. A- was pretty good. Just the moves that they were pulling off together. They had really good chemistry in the ring. These two were given a lot of time. I don't know. I don't even want to say, because God forbid I'm wrong, but I felt like this match went on for quite a bit. Probably about 10 minutes. Does it say? Does it say? No, it doesn't. And apparently, what I like about this is that they break it down. See, very, very good breakdown. So apparently these two only fought each other 2 other times. One was in NXT UK in 2022, and one in NXT back in 2023. And this was the first match that they've ever had on the main roster together. So it's like things like this that actually make me want to read these articles. Very intriguing. But yeah, I'm not sold yet on Dragunov, and I'm gonna keep saying Dragunov because I can't pronounce the other. Ilja, Dragunov. I'm not sold on Dragunov. I haven't seen so many of his matches to like have this grand opinion one way or another, but I've seen him since he came back the second time, because he came back earlier last year. I believe it was either early last year or earlier this year. And then he disappeared right away again. So he comes back, he wins the title from Sami Zayn, which is fine, because Sami has to go on and do bigger and better things at this point. Sami has to go for the world title. We know that's coming at some point. daboiharm has this theory that he's going to win the Rumble. So actually, the Boy Harm thought it was either going to be Sami Zayn winning the Rumble or CM Punk winning the Rumble. At this point, and because I don't want to get into spoilers, because we're going to obviously get into it a little later, right now it looks like it's going to be Sami Zayn. So Sami Zayn wins the Rumble. He's going to go on to challenge for the world title. Dragunov is a great wrestler. He shows immense skill in the ring. He has a presence. I don't know. There's just something about him that doesn't scream to me. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to say he's boring, because he's not boring. That's not what it is. But just as a character, as a gimmick, there's nothing much to him, I feel like. If I were to compare him to anybody, it would be, what's this guy's name? Oh, why am I forgetting his name? See, and this is why I need the Boy Harm. It's strictly for things like this. Like I get caught up in a thought about a person, and then I can't remember who the hell I'm talking about. He's playing Grande Americano right now. What is his name? And I know you guys who are watching are like screaming at me right now. The name right at me. Grande Americano. Not Chad Gable. Ludwig Kaiser. There you go. Jeez. So yeah, I would compare him to him before the Grande gimmick. Like, if you swap them for me, it would be pretty much the same thing. You know what I mean? Very similar gimmick, very similar character. Not much to him. Great in-ring workers. But there's not much to him. There's no flair. There's no oomph. So, I mean, sure, I think he's going to do great competing and carrying this title. But he's one of those people that when we talk about do they need the title to be relevant, this is one of those guys that needs that title right now. So he's not going to lose it for the foreseeable future because he needs that title to stay relevant. He needs that title for us to care. There will become a point where I believe the crowd will engage and follow him, and he won't need it as a crutch, and he will be elevated higher than just having to hold the belt. But for right now, this guy needs the belt for us to care. Make sense? That's just my opinion on it. Go back. Let's see. Jade Cargill dressed up as the Punisher. Yeah, that was weird. She came into the stadium looking like the Punisher, and then later on changed her outfit completely. I didn't get that. I was just like, what is happening? R-Truth dressed as Santa Claus backstage. He was confused. He was talking to the Motor City Machine Guns. He was definitely confused on what holiday it was. They were like, we're hoping that this is just a costume and that you're dressed up as Santa for Halloween. And then he was like, guys, you're thinking about the wrong holiday. It is clearly Christmas. This man, I don't know. That to me is one of the balls that was dropped, right? We had this R-Truth character that we love get released, comes back. He's Ron Killings. Very intriguing what they were doing with him for like 5 seconds. And then we get R-Truth back, which is fine. I'm okay with getting R-Truth back. But again, to do what? You re-sign him because of the backlash, right? You've done nothing with him. It's clear you plan to do nothing with him. You're just going to continue to use him as this comedy gimmick. And then eventually you're going to let him go again. So what is it for? I believe they're going to release him a second time. And it won't be a second time because he's been released in the past before. So it's going to be like 4th or 5th time, whatever. But my point is then why bring him back? And why feed us this character with such intrigue? You had him shave his head. He shaved off his head. Not fully, he still had the zigzags but you shaved off his head. For what? For 2 seconds of something with substance. It's upsetting. Video package of Dragunov was great. So they say. Frazier somehow moves superhuman speed sometimes. Dragunov's German suplex had so much snap to it. Looked great. Frazier's backflip. Blah, 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 blah. That's weird. Because it goes into the match. It goes into the synopsis of the match. It tells you a little bit of what happened before leading up to the match. Then it just gives you random moments and observations, it says, that took place before the match. So it's like kind of jumping back and forth, which is annoying. Then after that, it says that we got Kit Wilson versus Carmelo Hayes. What can I say about this match? It wasn't great. We knew what we were getting. We were getting a quick match. The point of the match is obviously what happens after, which you get Carmelo pick up the win. The Miz comes from underneath the rope or whatever. Underneath the ring. When Carmelo is celebrating, he knows he's there. He doesn't know where, so he's like looking around, looking all stupid. And then the Miz comes out of nowhere, hits him with a skull-crushing finale. Starts screaming at him, "This isn't over. This is over when I say it's over, not when you say it's over." Blah, 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 blah. The match itself was fine. You got what you knew what you were going to get, right? We didn't think that this was going to be a 5-star classic. You didn't think that this was going to be a long drawn-out 15-minute match. It wasn't none of that. It was literally just to get us to this point. I do love the fact that Kit Wilson, who's a member of Pretty Deadly, is getting used. Because oftentimes what's happened, and you saw it with the War Raiders, like one of them will be injured and then they won't use either one of them. So it's nice to see that they're using Kit Wilson. They just haven't thrown him off to the wayside. And he's been enjoyable. Every time he's on screen, he gives you some comedic moments. And he helps to drive stories. So he was helping drive the story with Damian Priest and Aleister Black. And then now he's helping to drive the story between Carmelo Hayes and The Miz. And he's doing a great job of it with the little time that he's being given. But it's nice to see that he's being utilized in such a manner. And they should do that a lot more with different people. There's so many people on this roster. It's ridiculous. So many people you don't see. But yeah. We're going to continue to get this Carmelo Hayes and Miz beef till way down the line. Way down the line. The Miz and Carmelo is something that has been brewing for such a long time, and now that they finally decided to pull the trigger on it, they're going to draw this out as long as they can. They're going to milk this for as much as they can. Just that is what it is. Which is fine because The Miz is great at what he does, right? He's great at playing the villain role. He's great at making you hate him viscerally. And Carmelo Hayes needs that, right? He needs that heel to overcome, and what better heel than The Miz? Because The Miz can take these L's. First off, it's believable that The Miz can go in and get these quick little victories over somebody, right? It's easy to believe that he can hit you with a skull-crushing finale out of nowhere, talk his smack, and disappear week after week or whatever, right? it's believable because that's the Miz. The Miz is the guy who's going to come from behind. He's going to pick and choose his moments. He's very meticulous. He's very methodical with his thought process. Oftentimes we think of him as this gimmicky guy, but no, like, this is what he does. So it's easy to believe that he can keep getting the one-up on Carmelo Hayes. And Carmelo Hayes needs somebody like that he can overcome. This is his challenge. This is the moment where he needs to face the Miz and overcome his former mentor. And you know what's going to happen. It's not like, can he, will he? No, he will. He definitely will. And look who decides to show up. You beautiful, beautiful man. If your camera ever loads. There you go. Hey, buddy.
Can I record this pantsless?
We're already recording.
Why? All right. I'm unbuttoned. Give me a second. Let me go change my pants. Come on, work pants.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
We are 21 minutes into the show.
Why?
So what I told the audience is that I wanted to do two things. Number one, I was bored and I was waiting for you and I don't know what to do with myself. So two things I wanted to do. Number one, SmackDown was hot garbage. So let's get this out of the way. That's what I told everybody. And then secondly,
a dual episode, it's fine. We're just gonna do it. Yeah.
So then the second thing I said was I wanted to practice doing your part.
Okay.
Which is reading, the synopsis, going through it real quick, and then being able to like just jump in. It's hard. It's hard. I don't know how you do it because I'm looking at Bleacher Report, which is I'm assuming what you usually use, right?
Yes.
So I'm looking at it and it's weird because it gives you like a synopsis. It'll tell you like, for instance, this one says Dragunov versus blah, blah, blah. Frazier.
Oh, no, it's absolutely trash for doing it. I don't know how I do this.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, it'll tell you real quick, like Jade Cargill, blah, 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 blah. Then it'll lead into the match. And then it'll give you notes at the very end that have nothing to do with nothing.
And then if it's a backstage segment, it's just in the notes underneath. They don't, That's why I always miss segments.
So I'm trying, but it's hard. It's terrible.
All right. What did you get up to?
I'm discussing Kit Wilson versus Carmelo Hayes.
Oh, so we're still at the beginning. Okay, cool.
Yeah. No, I drawed it out. And then what I was trying to do is also tell everybody what you were going to come in here and do, which was, I was like, this show is hot garbage, but the boy Harm's going to come in here and tell you it's fine. And he'll sell you on a dream.
I liked the SmackDown setup, how they had it Halloween themed, because it took me back to WCW Halloween Havoc in the 90s.
Okay.
I like those set pieces. It was good.
Okay.
I like the entrances that come in because Jade Cargill was on her full cosplay mode on Friday Night SmackDown,
which we were in the process of talking about a little bit, which was she came in like the Punisher.
Yep.
And then she changed her outfit completely for later.
So Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman.
Yes. And then what the hell was she in the ring?
That's what she was wearing.
That was Catwoman?
That was Friday night. She came dressed in as Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. You're talking about Saturday?
Yeah. That's why, because I'm confusing the two nights. Yeah. That's why. Either way, this girl needs to stop. Pick an outfit.
Nah, she looked great. And you know why I loved it? We're going to talk about this. Because when she walked in, she was like, yeah, I'm Frank Castle. I'm the Punisher. I took you out last week. She was on her business. When she came out to the ring, she was like, I can be sexy too. Michelle Pfeiffer. Because remember, Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman from the original Batman movies or Batman Returns, she was really like one of the first sex symbols in comic book movies.
That's a iconic an iconic moment in film and TV history.
Exactly. So the dichotomy of Jade Cargill, both of what she was wearing in her cosplays, I really enjoyed. Okay, so let's get into Kit Wilson and Carmelo Hayes. This had no reason to be on the show. I'm sorry. I like the Yes Boys. I do. I like the Yes Boys.
Wait.
One of them's hurt.
That's what they're... No, they're not called the Yes Boys anymore.
No, they were Pretty Deadly.
Okay, I'm making sure, because the point is you weren't here, so I had to remember people's names. And that, my friend, is really hard when you're not here. And I mentioned that too.
I was thinking about you the other day when I was watching Smackdown. I was like, I'm going to ask you a question during one of the matches, and I want to see your answer later. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but I'm going to ask you a question.
Oh, you still have it?
It's in my main. I know what it is.
Okay.
It was a fine match.
So what I was telling everybody was there was no point to this match except to get to the end of what happened in the match. But what I was also doing was giving props to Kit Wilson, because when you think about it, not just in the ring, but just the fact that, think about this. Normally in a tag team, when one of them is injured, they're both out. What they've been doing with him is they've been using him to continue storylines for other people.
You know what it reminds me of?
Go.
And maybe you weren't watching 2018, 2019, when Peyton Royce got hurt or got pregnant the first time. They were using Billie Kay from the Iconics to be the comedic in the back, where she was. That's what this reminds me of.
I vaguely remember that, but that's great. You have these people, and just because one is hurt doesn't mean you have to sideline both. So I was saying I give him props for the fact that he's been able to help push storyline.
Yeah, get him on TV. Get him on TV, man. Like he's funny. Like he's a really good wrestler. He's funny. He's like, I'm not saying he should ever win, but that's a good spot for him. Like that was a solid match. Yeah, that was it. Did you get through the Nathan Frazier match already? See, you talked about that already. Nathan Frazier, Ilya Dragunov.
I did. Remember, I said 18 minutes. I definitely went into that match. Basically, for that one, I just said, they gave them time. They gave them time. Match. Really good match. They're both really great. And then I was talking about the fact that when you're looking at most tag teams, there's always that one that stands a little above the other, and you can see them doing more things with. I said personally, for me, based off the matches that I've watched, I see Nathan Frazier as being the ones that you can push and really do something with.
I like them both. I think you can do something with either one. I think Nathan Frazier has more of a...
I'm going to let you talk.
I think the personality is going to be his thing. I think he's going to be the breakout that way. When you get in the ring, A-Kid Axiom is just as good. He's amazing.
So here's the problem with that theory. Number one, I agree with what you said. The personality is what's going to take him a little bit further, but also the fact that WWE doesn't respect people with masks. So stop it. Which we'll get into later.
Yeah, I'm aware. All right, sorry. So Carmelo Hayes gets the win. Miz comes out and attacks Carmelo Hayes, looking like Kit Wilson. Kit Wilson hit a beautiful elbow drop. It looked like he was going to get the win. Carmelo Hayes kicks out. Eventually hits nothing but net. He hits a code breaker.
Finished that. You were just asking about the other one.
Okay, whatever. Carmelo Hayes hits a code breaker for the win.
Dragunov and blah, blah, blah.
Dragunov hits an H-bomb on Nathan Frazier. He gets the win. It was a really good match. It was a really good match.
Right, I thought you were just like summary. All right, we're good. Now we're caught up.
It was a really good match. It was started off with, Tommaso Ciampa came out and he first wanted the United States Championship thing.
The other thing that I brought up with Dragunov was that I'm not sold on him as a character.
I agree. I think as a wrestler, he's fine. As a character,
as a wrestler, he's great. I think he's really good. He's already proved to me that he's up there, but it's just a matter of his character is. I compared him to, God damn it, guys, I'm doing it again. While you were gone, I couldn't remember the guy's name, and I told the audience, I said, you guys are literally screaming at me right now in the comments because you know the name already. Grande Americano.
Oh, Ludwig Kaiser.
Ludwig Kaiser and him before the Grande gimmick.
Okay.
Same guy for me.
Okay.
Same thing. Like, they're great in the ring. Not much personality is shown. And what I do see, I'm just not sold on. They're interchangeable.
My thing has been in this the old school wrestling mind in me.
Mm-hmm.
He's a Russian.
Okay.
The old school wrestling mind in me is like, you cannot make a Russian a babyface.
Okay.
That's the Vladimir Kozlov is another one I'm thinking about, like from the mid 2000s. Like,
vaguely remember. Go ahead.
Yeah, Rusev, the Bulgarian brute, and technically he was Russian, but he's from Bulgaria.
Yeah.
Like, going back into the 80s, you had all the Russian gimmicks, Ivan Koloff and Nikolai Koloff, and this is like, and they're not shying away from his Russian heritage. They call him the Tsar of SmackDown.
Yeah.
And in today's political climate, with everything going on in that side of the world, it's very, very hard for me to be like, okay, cool, we're going to root for the Russian guy as the United States champion. Like, that's just
I get
my thing.
I get it. I mean, it's like the Rocky stuff.
Yeah.
It's like you always root America for when it's versus the Russians. I get it.
Yeah.
But that's just how we're programmed to be, like, I feel like. And that's all media. They perpetuate that historically.
Yes, absolutely. All right, so then after that, we have Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss. We didn't need this match.
We didn't need this match. Thank God. I thought you were going to say it was fine.
No, we didn't need this match. Was slow.
Yeah.
Plotting. And for the first time watching this match, I really felt like Nia was just wrestling like a Samoan.
Yeah.
Like, how many corner hip thrusts did she need to hit?
Yeah.
It was Samoan drops. Like, we didn't need this match. I'm sorry. I know you're still trying to get Alexa and Charlotte over as a babyface, which is eventually, because next week we're getting Charlotte versus Nia. And I don't need that match.
Nope.
And it's just like, all else fails. You got nothing to do. Break glass. Here's Nia Jax.
Yep.
This is what we do. Alexa gets
which I'm happy when they do that when it's for the world title, right? When it's for the main event, something. But this is unnecessary. They are a tag team. Why are we having them in singles matches against Nia Jax, who has nothing to do with them? Like, for no reason. That's my problem with this. If they were single stars and they were going with Nia and some title was on the line, cool. Because again, when you have nothing to do with people and you need to take them out of the title picture but keep them semi near it, you bring in Nia Jax, and she's always the legitimate threat, right? And she's always somebody that you can easily believe can win the title and keep the title and defend it against whoever. This is none of that. They could have just had a tag match this week.
And here's the thing. Besides everything you said, which is 100% right, they're trying to get Charlotte Flair over as a babyface. That's what this entire thing's about. Get Charlotte Flair over as a babyface. Charlotte cheated to win this match. Nia did nothing. No cheating in this match. Nothing. She was about to hit Alexa with the Yokozuna bomb. I forget what it's called. The Annihilator.
Yeah.
She was up, and Charlotte kicked her leg, or got up on the apron and kicked her leg to make her fall, and Alexa got the roll-up win.
Yep.
How is this getting Charlotte over as a babyface?
Because she protected her friend.
Babyface shouldn't cheat.
I agree.
Okay. It's just like, it boggles my mind sometimes.
I wanted to wear my Squashfest shirt today. Otherwise, I would have had my Smackdown Logic shirt.
Okay. That's fine. It's just SmackDown. It was SmackDown.
Yep.
So then we get our backstage segment. Sami Zayn asking Nick Aldis if he can be in the corner of the Motor City Machine Guns, because we skipped past the backstage where Motor City Machine Guns are talking to Solo, and Solo was like, "Yeah, I heard you." Yes, Solo was like, "I heard you guys were talking smack about beating my boys last year, and this is the 1 year anniversary of beating them and winning your first WWE Tag Team Championships." He goes, "Yeah, we beat them, and we'll beat them again." This is where I ask you, Jay, Roman, which Motor City Machine Gun was the one that was wearing a beanie cutting the promo?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't even know their names.
You don't know either of their names.
Wait. Something Shelly.
Okay.
Did I get that right?
So you got one. You got the last name of one of them right.
All right. And the other ones, no, I'm not going to get it.
As they were in the ring, I was watching this. I'm like, I'm going to ask him which one is in the ring right now.
I got nothing.
Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley.
There you go.
It was Chris Sabin looking like a 50-year-old hipster with the beanie.
Copy.
Alex Shelley is the one with the Pidgeotto haircut.
Okay.
That's the best way I can describe that. Yeah, so Sami Zayn is asking if he can be in the corner of the Motor City Machine Guns because the MFTs are going to be out there and they're going to be. He doesn't want them to be outnumbered. It still would have been outnumbered. It would have been 5-on-3, whatever. Aldis told him no. He's still not medically cleared. He needs to sit this one out. Blah, blah, blah. We have the match. Motor City Machine Guns win. Nothing to really talk about in this match. It's really about the end. They beat them. They beat them down. We also missed the other segment where Rey Fenix,
the MFTs.
Yeah, so I think this is right before they were coming out for their match because they were in face paint. And Rey Fenix goes to Solo. He goes, "I want to fight." And Solo goes, "You want to fight me?" He goes, "No." And he walks out of screen.
Yeah.
And then walks back into screen and stands up on one of the luggage boxes and looks at Tala Tonga. And he goes, "I want to fight you." And I said this last week when we were talking about AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. Who's letting these guys talk? Like, I don't want Rey Fenix talking because this was bad. And then Tala Tonga laughs at him and he goes, "You want to fight me? Fine." And Rey slaps him.
Really bad.
And really badly. And he runs away and Tala tries to get him. Solo's like, "No, you get him next week. Let's use that in your match right now."
Now, can I say something about that?
Yes, because Tala Tonga was not in the match.
No. Rey Fenix needs to win that match. He needs to win that match and get the beat down on him. But he needs to win that match because it does nothing for Tala to win. He's expected to win through cheating and overpowering this guy. And Rey Fenix keeps losing. And he's done nothing of relevancy. He needs to... It would be great for him to kind of be like a Rey Mysterio. And I'm not using it just because he's a luchador or whatever. No, I'm saying it in the sense that when Rey always had to fight the bigger guy, he would always mess with them between the matches. He would always do stuff backstage and get under their skin. And then he was the type that he would get some kind of BS win, like a roll up or something somehow. And then he'd run out of there, scoot out of there, and everybody would go crazy for it. You know what I mean?
But
that's what Rey needs to do.
I'm thinking about Rey Mysterio winning his first. No, he didn't win a WCW World Championship, but getting the win over Kevin Nash in WCW the same way, just literally reversing because Kevin Nash went to hit him with a power bomb and he reversed it into a Hurricane Rana and got the 3 count.
Yeah,
like on the roll up. So something like that.
Yeah, but like this could be a nice little feud between him and the MFTs. And not the main feud because the MFTs need to continue their dominance over everybody, but he needs to be like a little thorn in their side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because as this is happening, as they walk away, Eric Rowan is just standing in the back, just staring at them.
Which I also wanted to say something about. I'm getting tired. It's getting very, very boring for me. Them being in the background every 2 seconds because it means absolutely nothing at this point.
Yeah, because then you had the Nikki Cross one where she just pops up out of nowhere on Chelsea Green.
It was dumb. I get it.
This is Halloween. It's a Halloween themed episode, and they weren't anywhere to be seen except for in those 2 little segments.
Yeah.
So, but the MFCs get the win
because you did see the tag one. I forgot which segment they were in, but they were in one as well.
Yeah. So the MFTs get the win. They beat down MCMG, Motor City Machine Guns, after the match. And Ray Phoenix's music hits first. He comes out. Talatonga kind of tells everybody, go back. I want him. And so Ray Phoenix comes in, hits a couple of moves, doesn't ever take Talatonga off his feet. Tala hits him with a big boot. As soon as he hits him with a big boot, Tonga Loa starts pounding him down. They 4-on-1 jump him. Shinsuke Nakamura's music hits. He comes in. He takes everybody out. Talatonga hits him with a choke slam. And that the four of them stand over the two baby faces.
And I understand that he's not medically cleared, but I expected
Sammy should have been there. Yeah, I
Sammy
said the same thing.
Because Sammy, his character would have been like, "F this, I don't care if I'm not medically cleared. I need to help out these guys." So him not coming out kind of threw me off.
Yeah, I agree.
Can I ask you something?
If you're just saying the War Games match is going to be MFTs versus Motor City Machine Guns, Shinsuke Nakamura, and fucking I was going to call Ray Phoenix, it's so stupid. That'd be so bad. This will be the worst War Games match maybe in the history of professional wrestling. That's so thrown together for no reason.
I'm just saying. What I think they're trying to do is they're trying to come up with options.
You don't think Bo is going to be back by War Games?
But how are you going to do War Games? What are you going to do? You're going to have the 4-on-4?
Yeah. You don't do solo.
No solo and no, obviously no, what's her face?
Nikki Cross.
Okay. And that's if he wrestles. Has Uncle Howdy even wrestled?
He's wrestled a few matches. He's done like a 6-man tag. He's done a singles match.
Okay.
Not a lot. Or you do 5-on-5 and you just throw Sammy in with the Wyatts. That's what I said they should have done to begin with. But
I don't think that makes sense.
Did it make sense for Punk to be part of the team Bloodline last year?
Yes, because Heyman is connected to the Bloodline, and that was the connection. And so I know you're saying it's thrown together, but it makes sense for these 5 guys to come together and try to knock off the MFTs.
I think you could do that as a traditional Survivor Series style match and not in War Games.
No, I get you, but which one's coming up?
Well, Survivor Series War Games. That's the pay-per-view.
Oh, so there you go.
I think you could do that as just a straight 5-on-5 elimination style.
Do they have to have a War Games match?
It's called Survivor Series War Games.
Oh, so never mind. Can it be just Survivor Series?
They're going to rebrand the entire pay-per-view in the next 3 weeks?
This is why I need you, buddy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Somehow we already got to the contract signing. This is how bad this show is.
That's fine, because I got us. Me doing what I did got us to 43 minutes, bro.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. So then we have the contract signing between.
Well,
Drew McIntyre
isn't this the show where he also asked them backstage? They had a backstage segment with Nick Aldis and Cody.
There was one with Nick and Cody, and there was one with Nick and Drew.
Yeah.
Where Nick and Cody, he has a contract. He goes, "Did you read?" He tells Cody, "Did you read over the contract?" He goes, "Yes." He goes, "Oh." He also asked Cody, "That's what you're referencing."
Yes.
That was the same segment. He goes, "Before we do any business, I have to ask you and do my due diligence. Did you have anything to do with Jacob Fatu getting hurt?" And Cody's like, "I know you have to ask me that, but no, I like Jacob, and it sucks what happened."
Not what he said. He said, I liked Jacob.
I heard I like.
He said, I liked. And immediately I was like, why is he saying it past tense?
I heard like, okay.
He said liked. I need you to go replay that, bro, because for me, that was very significant. And that's what got me going.
Okay. But he goes, he goes, no, I didn't have anything to do with it. I liked Jacob apparently, and it sucks what happened to him. And Nick Aldis said, that's good enough for me. Did you read this contract? Cody's like, yes, it's fine. You have to make sure Drew's okay with it. And he goes, okay. So later in the show, there's a backstage where Drew walks up to Nick. He goes, "Did you read the contract?" Drew's like, "Yes." He goes, do you have any problems with it?" Drew says, "No." He goes, "Are you sure?" He goes, "What do you think? I'm going to go out there with a live mic and just say some stuff?" And Nick was like, "Kind of, yeah, actually."
And that's exactly what he proceeded to do.
He was like, "No, I'll be fine." So they go out there, and Cody comes out first. Drew comes out, and he puts the contract down between them. And Drew looks at it first, and Drew picks up the pen, puts it down, picks up the mic, and goes, "I can't sign this." And Nick is like, "What are you talking about? This is a standard WWE contract for a WWE championship match." It's actually just a piece of paper with 2 names on it and 2 lines. But that's all it is on there. It says championship match Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes. There is no legal document on that at all. I would, if you ever look at one of these things, it's hilarious. So Drew's like, "I understand that, but if he gets counted out, he keeps the champion. No, if I get counted out, he keeps the championship. If I get disqualified, he keeps the championship. If Cody gets counted out, he keeps the championship. If Cody does something to intentionally get himself disqualified, he keeps the championship." Now, it's lopsided.
Now, my thing with this is he's telling no lies yet again. However, this is the case in like every single championship match, like ever. Like, what is this man talking about?
Very few. But he looked at it as the last time they fought, Cody got himself intentionally disqualified by hitting Drew with the belts.
Yeah.
In that non-title match that they had a couple weeks ago. So Drew's like, "I just want to make sure that we're on even playing fields because I got screwed at WrestlePalooza by a referee, and everything Cody does, everything around this place is skewed towards Cody Rhodes. So why can't this time things be even?"
Yeah.
And Nick says, "I'm not doing it. I'll go into the back. I'll find any wrestler to sign this contract and face Cody Rhodes tomorrow for the WWE Championship."
Which he easily could do.
He really absolutely could. And Drew's like, "Get one of them." No cares. He gives no Fs. And he starts to walk away. And Cody, looking like Charlie Brown in a pumpkin suit, decided he picks up the mic and he goes, Nick, we need to end this. If he wants this stipulation, put it in. I don't care." And Nick's like, "I don't feel comfortable doing this." And Cody's like, being super babyface, "Just do it." And Drew's like, "I'm good. He's good. I'm good. I'll sign this. Just tell me it's good. It's good." And Nick's like, "Regrettably, I'll agree to it." And Drew's like, "Cool." He signs the contract, and then they picks up the mic and begins to tell Cody that it might have been before he signed the contract, but no, it was after. Right after he signed the contract, he begins to tell Cody, it's like, "You call yourself the American Nightmare, well, I'm the true American Dream," obviously referencing Dusty Rhodes. He goes, "I'm the immigrant who came from another country, who fought his way from the bottom to make himself into something. I'm the true American dream." And Cody goes to him and says, "You can say all of that you want, and you can say all of the blueprint about you creating the blueprint of what we did, what I did, what other people are doing, about leaving WWE and coming back and making a name for yourself on the indies and coming back," because Drew did do it first. He left and came back. Cody's like, "But you did that blueprint, but I did it better. And unlike you, when you were fed up," this is the line of the whole thing, "when you were fed up with WWE, you didn't just walk out the way I did. You got fired."
Yeah.
And which pissed Drew off. He throws a table, they brawl. This was the one where he leaves, and then Cody moves. He goes to hit the Claymore. It almost looked like he was going to hit.
That's not when they fought. They fought when he mentioned his daughters.
Yes, that he mentions his daughters because he
was like, you're here. You know, the crowd, they're gonna churn on you. They don't really love you. Blah 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 blah. You're the
corporate guy. Yeah.
And then he was like, you should be with those daughters. I forget their names again.
Yeah, which is. He said nothing wrong. He's like, he literally, if I'm anything, this is not a thing about people in general. This is not a wrestling thing. This is just people in general. If I'm telling you, you're doing the wrong thing by working on Halloween when you should be trick-or-treating with your daughters, that's not me saying anything bad about your daughters or your family. I'm talking about you.
But people will change it and be like, oh, he brought up my kids. Shut up.
But no, we didn't say anything wrong about your kids. We talking about you suck as a father.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree. There are those people out there that will spin it and right away make it he was talking about my kids. No, he wasn't. He ain't saying nothing about your kids. He's talking about you.
Yeah. So Cody gets pissed off and they fight. Drew comes back, hits the Claymore on Cody, and then power bombs him through the table. My thing is, I understand you're the general manager of the show, right?
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Nick Aldis is a former TNA World Heavyweight Champion and a former NWA World Heavyweight Champion, a man who beat Cody Rhodes for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, by the way. And you're not, the reason you don't wrestle is not because you can't wrestle, like because of injury. It's because WWE brought you into being an authority figure. You can actually get physical. So if you see Cody Rhodes, your champion, getting beat down, maybe you should get in between Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes and not let him powerbomb.
Once you put the suit on, that's it. They have no abilities. It doesn't matter who you are. As soon as you got the suit, you're done. So
that's
unless you're Cody.
I want to see Nick Aldis in a wrestling match in WWE at one point. He got RKO'd by Randy Orton twice. We had a built-in feud to have a Randy Orton Nick Aldis match, and we never got it.
And you never will.
So stupid. And he's younger than Cody Rhodes, which is crazy.
So that was SmackDown.
That was SmackDown. It was something, whatever. It was holiday themed Raw and SmackDowns are always bad. Yeah. I'm happy we didn't get a trick or street fight. I'm just happy we didn't get one. Because I was talking about this last week. I thought we were gonna get one.
You did say
and I was thinking about it during the show. I'm like, we didn't get a trick or street fight. And if this were Halloween on Raw, you know what tag team would have been in this trick or street fight?
Who?
The New Day.
Yeah.
It would have been Xavier Woods. Well, I know Xavier Woods is not there, but it would have been Xavier Woods putting a pumpkin on his head and having an entire match. All right. Let me pull up the Bleacher Report. Actually, I don't even think I need the Bleacher Report for Saturday Night Main Event, but we'll do it anyway. All right, so then we had Saturday Night Main Event. Was it 41? Yeah, this is it. 4 matches on the card. This was a solid show. Thank goodness it wasn't on network television, because when they left NBC, when they took all of the PLEs off of Peacock and put it onto ESPN, they literally made this deal with NBC and said, all right, we'll keep Saturday Night Main Event and put it exclusively on Peacock for you guys moving forward. And because it's only on Peacock, we don't get commercial breaks every 4 minutes the way we were the last 6 Saturday Night Main Events we were having. So 4 matches, four championship matches, actually. Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, triple threat match, Penta, Rusev Dom, and Punk and Jey Uso. So the show kicks off with Cody and Drew. Did you think at any point in this match Drew McIntyre would win this championship?
Not at all.
What are we doing?
No, go on your rant. Go ahead.
This is the problem with Cody's title reign. Drew McIntyre is probably your only credible heel on SmackDown that you can say maybe he wins the championship. You slanted everything towards Drew McIntyre to even the odds, so that way if he wins by disqualification or count out, he wins the championship. This entirety of this
never
match,
believed it.
this entirety of this match was Drew McIntyre trying to win by count out or disqualification and never trying to actually win by pinfall. So you got this guy who looks like William Wallace, Braveheart, Scottish superhero, who physically is 60 pounds heavier than Cody, can physically beat him down anytime. And yet he has to, the story is you're trying to have him find a cowardly way to win the championship because he can't beat Cody Rhodes. Mm-hmm. You know how bad that makes Drew look? Mm-hmm. Because towards the end of this match, when he's begging for Cody to hit him with the belt, and Cody drops it, and then he hits that non-running Claymore, that flash Claymore, I'm like, all right, he should win it right now. And Cody kicked out of his finish. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, this is dumb. Mm-hmm. And I get it. He's Super Cena 2009, 2010. He's Super Cody. Against all odds, he'll come and win. He'll kick out of 7 attitude adjustments and a Claymore. But this is why his title reign is so lackluster. Because there's no one who going into any match who you think is going to win.
I agree with everything you're saying. My only takeaway from this match was that ref needs to be investigated. He was counting crazy fast every time Cody was out there. I was sorry. That's the only thing that kept on. I was like, what is happening right now? He was like, 1, 2, 3. I was like, what is going on right now? I was like, I think that was supposed to be the we think he might lose it. It was just by the refs counting because it was ridiculously fast. But other than that, no, I did not believe.
I think that was by necessity. And what I mean by that is because of the stipulation of the match. Mm. And because, again, this is on Peacock and you want to try to keep it under 2 hours. Mm-hmm. If you go with standard 10 counts, the way they always do, you're going to extend this match so long. Okay. So in order for them to keep it at a certain time frame and still get these 7 or 8 chances that Drew tried to get Cody counted out, you have to kind of quicken up the pace of those things.
Okay,
that's my takeaway.
He was definitely on the payroll. That's all I'm saying.
Well, Drew thinks that all the refs are on Cody's payroll. Like, that's the thing.
That's true.
So, but Cody wins after getting beat this entire match. Cody wins after a super Cody cutter and a 1 crossroads and wins the match.
Do you think he tweaked his knee? Legit?
Cody?
Yeah.
I think on the first one he did, but it didn't look like it was too serious because then he went back and did it again.
He did it easily. Yeah, I was just saying. Yeah. I felt that I was wondering if that was just story or if he actually tweaked it for a second.
I think he tweaked it for a second, but he looked fine the rest of the match.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it was fine.
But it was just a recurring thing with people getting tweaking knees last night.
Well, that was the story of Tiffany Stratton, which is a segue into the next match. That was the story of the match because last week when Jade turned heel, she attacked Tiffany's leg.
Yeah.
So she came in with the bandage on her leg. Jade comes in, and if you were going to have a squash match for this was Cena Lesnar level of squash match. Tiffany got almost no offense. Mm-hmm.
Jade came around like a rag doll.
Jade just dominated her this entire match, which made me think, all right, Jade's going to dominate the match. Tiffany's going to, figure out a way to, Rey Mysterio style roll up pinfall because Jade isn't a great wrestler, and she's going to mess up somehow, and Tiffany's going to take advantage like the champion and retain. As I'm watching this match, I'm like, all right, that's what's going to happen. I didn't think going into this match I was going to pick Jade Cargill to win, but as the match went on and Jade is just throwing her around, I'm like, there's no way they squashed Tiffany Stratton this way.
They did.
They squashed Tiffany Stratton last night. Jade hit like 4 of the Scott Hall style fall away slams. Mm-hmm. She had a couple of power bombs. She had jaded and just gets the pinfall, which it looked like an easy night. It looked like one of her early AEW matches.
Yep.
And Jade Cargill was your new WWE Women's Champion, which is the right call.
Yeah.
Is 100% the right call because Tiffany time needed to be over. Like, we need something else.
She needs to be taken off TV for a little bit.
Yeah. Do you think she needs a repackaging?
Yes.
Well, what do you do as a repackage? Because she's technically a Barbie doll.
I don't know. But all I know is she needs to not come back as a face.
Yeah, but the problem is now you turn Jade heel. If you turn Tiffany heel,
I'm gonna hit you with what you always say every time I mention who needs to be heel and all this other BS. That's what you got the NXT call-ups for.
I get that. There's not enough baby faces on the roster in SmackDown. I know what you're saying. You can call up the NXT people. Bianca is coming back. Yeah. So I think having Jade win the championship, when Bianca comes back, you have a built-in feud right there, Bianca Jade for the title. I think they should hold it off, though, because I think that's a Mania match.
Yeah.
I think that's a Mania match. Have Bianca win the Royal Rumble again, have her challenge Jade, have her eventually beat Jade.
She doesn't need to win the Rumble. I think we need to start holding the Rumble for building up stars. We don't need the same people. We don't need to keep having the same people winning the Rumble. Regardless, Bianca can earn her opportunity.
I get that, but
don't get that and roll your eyes at the same time.
I'm trying to figure out who in the women's roster you could say should win the Rumble to elevate them to the next level.
If Stephanie McCurry didn't already have a title, I would say her, Julia, people like this.
Julia already has a United States Championship.
Saying, if they didn't already have titles on them, those were people that you can give it to. Those NXT call-ups that you want them to mean something, who are already bolstering up the roster. So if you're going to call up some people, if you call up Sol Ruca tomorrow, have her win the Rumble.
I was going to say Jordynne Grace would be my pick.
Jordynne Grace would be a great
I would say Jordynne Grace is my pick.
Because even if she doesn't get called up, that could be her way of calling up. She wins the Rumble because they always bring like a special people in the Rumble. She could be an NXT competitor, and then they get to challenge for whatever title. So you have her win the Rumble, and then she can and that's how you call her up. Boom.
I was going to say Jordynne Grace, Roxanne Perez are probably my number 1 and 2 to win the Rumble next year.
Okay. I'm okay with that, but not Bianca.
Okay. Just to finish my thought, I was going to say Bianca should beat Jade at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And Naomi should be ringside for the match. She's still technically in the feud with them. I'm sorry. I don't care that you're pregnant. You're still in the feud. You come back. Bianca's the champion. And then you go right after Bianca to win that title when you're done being pregnant.
My question is, would she have given birth by then?
No. I don't think so.
She would still be pregnant. So we're going to have 9-month pregnant.
Why not? At WrestleMania, why not? It's in Vegas. She can fly.
No. They might not. What do you mean? When you're that late, they don't let you fly.
You can't fly and drive. Put her on Cody's bus. Drive her out she lives in Orlando. It's only a 72-hour drive or whatever it is from Orlando to Vegas.
But it would. I can see her being in the crowd and yelling from the sidelines. That'd be dope.
All right. Is this the match of the night? Is Penta Rusev?
No.
Okay.
I hated it.
Really?
What was captivating about the match?
I didn't say it was captivating. It was entertaining as shit.
What was entertaining about it? It was all the same things from all 3 competitors. There was nothing new.
Rusev dominated the majority of this match.
Okay, and for what? What did it mean? What did it do for him? Nothing, because he also took the pinfall.
He really did. So Rusev dominates all of this match. Ray Phoenix's older brother, Penta, I forgot his name for a second. Penta hits a bunch of Canadian destroyers during this match. He gets a couple near falls on Rusev. Rusev, towards the end, hit a Machka kick and put in Penta into the... we know who didn't get any offense. Dominic Mysterio. He got 0 offense in this match. He put Penta into the Accolade.
There you
and
go. I was like, what is the name of that thing?
The Accolade. I was going to call it the Game Over. That's the TNT, this AEW name. Accolade. Penta doesn't tap out, but you hear the ring bell go off. Yeah. And Rusev lets go of the hold and starts cheering, and the referee's trying to tell him, is like, he didn't tap. I didn't call for the bell, and Rusev's not understanding. And then he looks up, and Dominic Mysterio is like laying there holding the ring hammer, and he's laughing. And I have a question.
Yeah.
Is Dominic Mysterio the smartest wrestler in the history of professional wrestling?
The smartest at cheating, yeah.
This man has taken the Eddie Guerrero, we lie, we cheat, we steal thing, and he figures out a way every single week to outsmart his opponents to win and retain his championship. He's been champion for 195 days, that Intercontinental Championship. It's insane because he has made that title, even if he's not. So the U.S. Championship is now being the championship where the workhorses are going to wrestle. Right? Every single week you're going to get a great match.
Yeah.
The Intercontinental Championship has been the one where, you may not get a great match, but you're going to be entertained every week. And Dominic Mysterio he's a main star of Raw, in my opinion. He's the number 1 star of Monday Night Raw right now.
I'll agree with you because I've been telling you that Raw is basically Judgment Day. It's the whole show. They sprinkle it throughout the entire thing.
Yeah. So the amount of charisma this kid has. So Rusev gets pissed. Rusev goes outside. He starts throwing Dom around. Dom still has the hammer. Rusev throws him in the ring. Dom loses the hammer. Penta picks up the hammer and tries to hit Dom with it. Dom moves. Penta hits Rusev. Dom throws Penta into the ring post from the inside of the ring, like posterizes him. And Dom hits the frog splash on Rusev to get the 3 counts. And he slithers out of there like the snake he is. Dom retains this championship. He is the man, Daddy Dominic Mysterio forever. Like, this kid is going to, I've been saying this for 4 years, and y'all laughed at me. I said Dominic Mysterio is going to be a WrestleMania main event. Might have been your cousin. Somebody laughed at me. I said Dominic Mysterio, when he first turned heel, when he was getting those boos that was getting the heat and he couldn't speak, I'm like, he's got something that no one else understands, and that's how to work a crowd. Yeah. He's going to be a WrestleMania main eventer one day because that babyface turn is coming.
Yeah.
He's the only one of the 3, I think, I got cheered on his way to the ring last night. Penta might have gotten some cheers because the fans love his walk.
Penta got some cheers when he was pinning.
Okay.
Because I picked up on that. I was surprised. I didn't think he was going to get any.
No, but when Dom's music hit and came out, he got the loudest pop of anybody. Dom is a baby face just doing heel tactics. That dude is awesome. All right. Let's talk about John Cena's Invitational Championship tournaments, blah, 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 blah.
Make it quick.
We can't make it quick because we got to talk about who was in the video package.
Who's in the video
package?
And
Rusev.
Yep.
Sheamus.
Yep.
Dominic Mysterio.
Yep.
Gunther.
Yep.
There was 8 people that they showed. But so basically, starting next week, Monday, not this coming Monday, but the following Monday in Boston, we're going to have a 16-man tournament, and John Cena's narrating this video package, and he said the names will be picked at random. Mm-hmm. Why you would do it at random is dumb. But you're going to have a 16-man invitational tournament, basically, to, it's not invitational because it's random, to see who his last match is going to be in December 13th at Saturday night's main event in Washington.
Gunther, yeah.
Yeah, I can pull up the thing real quick.
No, I just meant it's going to be Gunther.
So there was one interesting thing if you were listening to the promo that he was saying. He said there's going to be members from Raw. There's going to be members from SmackDown. There's going to be NXT roster. And he goes, there may actually be some people who do not work here.
Joe Hendry.
That's the one I know. Joe Hendry works at NXT now. He's still technically under TNA contract, but he's on NXT every single week. His contract, he's already made his last. Edge. I'm thinking Edge is going to be in this tournament because Edge's contract is up.
Is it really up? Because they said that he was filming.
I believe Edge's contract is up. The only one that would make sense, according to Google AI, it says AEW contract is set to expire 2025 and allegedly ends in October 2025 from this Reddit thing I'm seeing.
Okay.
So it should be up already. I'm thinking Edge is going to be in this tournament because if it's not going to be Gunther and you're going to have Adam Copeland show up in this tournament, you can't have Adam Copeland not win this tournament.
No, 100%.
Because that would be the match. Edge versus John Cena have one of his. He's not Cena's biggest rival, but he's in the top 5.
Yeah.
That little run that they had together really cemented Edge as a main eventer.
Yeah, agreed.
So he's in. So I'm thinking Edge. The one I would love to see, but I don't think his contract is up by that time, is Chris Jericho. I would love to see Jericho, but I don't think a Jericho Cena match just for the spectacle would be great.
No. Please don't let that happen.
I don't think his contract is up until the end of the year. I think it actually expires in January. Yeah. So we're going. Oh, here's it. So Bleacher Report actually has it. They showed Solo Sikoa, Sheamus, Dominic Mysterio, Gunther, Carmelo Hayes. So it's probably going to be Gunther, but I'm still holding out hope for Edge. All right. In the main event of Saturday Night Main Event, we got 2 guys who I could care really less about for the World Heavyweight Championship. CM Punk and Jey Uso fought for the vacant World Heavyweight title.
I am shocked by this match.
I'm shocked that we didn't get Braun and Bronson doing something during this match.
That's what I'm shocked at. I'm surprised there was no Vision, there was no Jimmy, there was nothing happened. It was just clean all the way. And it threw me off. I expected something, some sort of swerve, something, and nothing happened.
We didn't even get a tease. Yep. Not that Jay should have turned heel, but a tease of Jay doing things dastardly to try to win the championship.
Questioning himself to do something like in that moment. Like nothing.
This is just your babyface. But Jey Uso, I'm looking at the picture right now. Jey Uso was dressed in all black with black jorts. If you're not coming out and you're going to do something dastardly, why are you not wearing something flashy?
Blue and all that crap.
But it was a solid match. I mean, as much as Punk in his advanced age now, his matches are a little bit slower than they used to be. Obviously, he's 46, 47, 48 years old, however old he is. And Jey Uso is not the crispest of workers. So this match, to me, was slower, plotting. A lot of the 2 of them just trying to hit their finishers. If there was not going to be any outside interference or Jay doing anything, you knew Punk was going to win this championship.
Yeah.
It's just what happened. Punk hits a go to sleep early, and Jay falls out the ring. Punk sees his go to sleep throughout the entire match. The two guys hit each other's finishers on each other. They kick out. Towards the end, Punk did the thing that he just apparently WWE loves this spot where he hits a GCS and the guy lands on his feet, bounces off the ropes, and then he falls into a second one. Yeah. And so Punk hit 2 GTSs and he gets the 3 count. Punk is your new World Heavyweight champion.
Which was the right call.
It's fine. Because again, now you just have Jay go down the line of, I couldn't do it. You could still tell, we had this argument last week, Jay didn't need the championship to tell the story that I was suggesting, where he wins the championship by dastardly ways and then tells Jimmy, see, you don't understand what it is to be a champion, and I needed to do whatever I could to win the title. Now you can tell the story of, I didn't do the dastardly things that, whatever, maybe I should go that way. Yeah. And maybe same story, different spin on it. So. Yeah.
And then now with CM Punk, you can continue on. It elevates the storyline of him versus the Vision.
Yeah, because it's going to be Braun Breaker, CM Punk at some point. Yeah. My question is LA Knight going to be CM Punk's first feud? Are we going to get Punk and LA Knight?
Probably.
Yeah.
It's fine, but also it just, again, LA Knight's not coming out with the win for that.
No, absolutely not.
You saw that? Did you actually watch the video that I sent you with the Drew McIntyre?
No, I never got around to it because I was at work.
So basically, the guy broke down how since the very beginning, they've been screwing Drew with all these title matches over and over and over. And then basically how they'd be like, oh, well, this time it's over here and it's over here. And it's like hometown advantage and all this. He's like, oh, perfect. Yeah, I like this. This is the perfect time for me to win. No. We're not going to let you win. We're just like, it just keeps getting drawn out. It's the same with LA Knight. Those are the two guys that no matter what, they just keep putting them in the title picture, but they're never going to win it.
Dolph Ziggler syndrome.
Yeah.
I mean, Dolph Ziggler was a 2-time world heavyweight champion, but he tells the story of when he had the Money in the Bank cashing on the Raw that everybody cheered and got one of the loudest pops ever. He wins the title, and then he goes back to speak to Vince. He goes, thank you for trusting me. Thank you for doing this. And I have so much ideas and plans of what we can do with this title now that I have it. And Vince looks at it and he goes, oh, we're not pushing you. You just put the world heavyweight title on him. How was that not a push? How in Vince McMahon's mind was that not a push? We're going to put the championship on you, Dolph, but we don't actually like you. Yeah. Like, that's Drew McIntyre in a nutshell right now. Yeah. He's a 2-time world heavyweight champion, but they're not pushing Drew McIntyre.
We've talked about it. We've said consistently that Cody's better chasing. Drew needs another title run. I would have had him lose.
Yeah, I agree.
To him, and then had Cody chase again.
I would have Cody hit him with the belt at some point. At some point, Cody loses his shit, or you do the thing where Cody has the belt in his hand. Cody has the belt in his hand, and one of them, either Cody and the ref are fighting over the belt, or Cody and Drew are maybe tussling over it, and Cody rips it out and maybe accidentally hits the referee with the belt, and the referee has to disqualify Cody Rhodes. And right there, disqualification, Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre wins the championship. Cody's pissed at himself for letting Drew get under his skin, and now he has to fight to get his title back. Were ways to get around.
And Cody doesn't. He doesn't
take the pinfall.
Yeah, he doesn't take the pinfall. It doesn't look bad on him losing the belt. I agree.
Yeah,
that could have been it.
There were ways to do it, but no, they're just. I said this to you. They're not turning Cody heel. As much as you say, he said liked on the Jacob.
They're just teasing it. I'm not saying they're turning him heel, but they just keep teasing little things to get you to turn against him. I think that's what they want. They want you to kind of turn against him, only to find out that he was framed and shit. That's where I'm thinking that they're going with.
think we're gonna get an AI video in the back that Drew McIntyre
I would not be
created.
surprised. I kept telling myself somehow they're gonna include AI because WWE loves to somehow, stay with the times and all this, And there's so many deep fakes right now that I wouldn't be surprised if they filmed something and said it was AI later. I'm just saying.
And then you have to bring in a video forensic analyst to do something stupid. It's like something dumb.
If this was the McMahon era, that definitely would happen.
You'd have an indie wrestler in a suit and tie.
Yeah.
Oh, God. But yeah, that was our Saturday night main event. The show was solid.
Yeah.
My takeaway is we got two new champions. We got two champions. We got two new champions. Yeah. It's fine.
Jade Cargill. My takeaway was, I don't know if you saw that photo that's circulating online.
Which one?
Jade Cargill, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes.
For all former AEW guys with titles?
Yes. And then when you think about it, then Mariah May commented and she was like, I will not be watching. They were like, in the comments, they were like, something watching or whatever. Look at us. And then Mariah May commented, she's like, I will not be looking at you because basically they left out Ethan Page and her. And then I'm just thinking about, oh my God, that's two more AEW people.
And Ricky Starks.
No, I know. I thought we got that part from the picture. It was the four.
Oh, he was in there.
They were in the picture. Ricky Starks was in the picture.
Okay, because he's Cody's boy.
Yeah, exactly. So he was in the picture. They all had their titles. And then who was left out with Ethan Page and Mariah May?
Gotcha.
So that's six people right now. And then Mercedes Moné posted a tweet or whatever that she was like, AEW's everywhere.
She needs to stop.
She does need to stop. But I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, imagine Tony Khan right now. The fact that all people he let go. And this is the problem that we've been said years ago was when you got those WWE guys. No, do you want to just push everybody to the very top? No, you want to organically push them. But the point is that look what they did in WWE. Every single person that you let go is now a champion currently at the same goddamn time leading the company. And you could have had this exact same thing in your goddamn company and you didn't push the right people. You pushed a lot of your AEW stars, which was great. But my point is that you're not supposed to, once they're in your company, you're not supposed to look at them as WWE people. You're supposed to look at everybody as an AEW guy. That's the problem. You in your own company have them segregated. You know what I mean? That's the problem. You were just supposed to push the talent. You had Malachi Black, you had Rusev, you had these people. You could have done more with them, and you didn't.
I think the problem was, and I agree with you, but I think the problem was he already had a bolstered roster to begin with.
Agreed.
Because he signed too many indie guys. Because they were the friends of the Bucks, they were the friends of Omega. He had too many YouTube shows that he was running at one point, right? He was running Dark, he was running Elevation, he was running Rampage, and then he had Collision and killed Dark and Dark Elevation, right? He didn't have, and AEW's better now than it was a year or two ago, but peak AEW to me was still inception 2019 to the end of 2021. And what happened in the end of 2021? You let Cody Rhodes walk because Tony Khan and Cody Rhodes couldn't get on the same page creatively. Cody's never said that, but he's hinted at it. What he thought he was coming into in AEW was Tony's the boss. He has final say. He's the Vince McMahon, but I'm his Bruce Pritchard. I'm the guy who does the creative with the Bucks, with Kenny, and and after a couple years, Tony stripped all of them, including the Bucks and Omega, with a lot of their creative powers. Yeah. And now everything runs through Tony Khan. So then when you start bringing in guys, I mean, you forgot about the guys like Keith Lee, Swerve Strickland. Swerve Strickland to me is the number one guy to go from WWE to AEW and become a star.
I'll agree.
Jericho included. But he's Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
But you brought in Jericho. Yeah, I wouldn't count Jericho, but you brought in all these guys who, when you already had a bolstered roster.
Yeah.
So when you brought in guys with name cachet, like you said, Malachi, Rusev, now you're taking the guys who were in your mid card,
Yeah.
the Ricky Starks of the world, and you have nothing to do with them because you're not going to push them over the guys who are in your title reigns. Your Hangman Adam Pages, your Cody, not your Cody Rhodes, your John Moxley's, your Bryan Danielson is another one. You brought in Bryan Danielson, immediately you're gonna put him into the main event picture. You brought in Adam Cole, and he got hurt, but you were gonna put Adam Cole into the main event picture, right? So now you have all of these guys, and you have nothing to do with them because you don't have enough TV time to give all of them. So of course, Ricky Starks, who had all of the talent to be a main eventer on your roster, but never got the opportunity, is going to go to WWE and not get put on Raw or SmackDown. He went to NXT, which is great for him because he can go there. And even though he's older than the NXT people there, because he's in his mid-30s, he can go there and really shine there before getting a main roster call-up. Ethan Page has been one of my favorite wrestlers since TNA, but he never got a chance in AEW because of what I just said. So he goes to NXT and he's a mid-card champion NXT, and he's having a great run with the NXT North American Championship. So this is why Jade Cargill, we talked about this ad nauseum, she can never develop as a wrestler in AEW because they have one show a week and don't do house shows, and she couldn't get the reps in the way she can get in WWE. So now she's a world champion in WWE. So there are reasons why those people could not break through in AEW the way they should have. Mm-hmm. And in WWE, you have more of you're not forcing. It's a system. You're not forcing them directly to the top, except for Cody Rhodes because he came in and he's like, everybody. Cody is Cody. Yeah. You knew he coming in, he was going to be a top guy right away. Mm-hmm. And then CM Punk obviously is Punk.
Yeah, but my point is that this guy should be rolling over right now.
I mean, I think he'd look at it and be like, I let some of these guys go and it may bother him. But then he looks at I think he could look at his own company and be like, we're profitable for the first time. We got Hangman Adam Page. We got John Moxley. We got these things. And the fans, like I said, they're a different company. They're a different style of professional wrestling in the same genre. They're not the same. Like, I don't think people who compare WWE to AEW, it's two totally different aspects of professional wrestling. I don't do that anymore.
Okay. That being said, that was SmackDown and Saturday Night Live main event. Saturday Night Live main event. I stay doing that. But yeah, that's the show. We appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you for everything. And we'll catch you on the next one.